So how are y'all keeping it a buck right now? Okay, whether this is with friends, family, exes, co-workers, bosses, whatever, how are you keeping it a buck with people? Okay, and the first card we had out is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You can even be showing people or telling people you're not afraid to lose them. Okay, because you know when people lose you, they lose the opportunity. Losing you is like losing an opportunity, because it's like you the prize. And when you leave motherfuckers' life, it's like their life turned upside down. Losing out on you is like taking a major L. You don't mind losing people because you know that it will be their loss. So it's like you're not afraid to lose nobody, let nobody go. You're the one who really be bringing the value anyway, is what I'm getting. Some of y'all ain't giving nobody no money, no resources, shit, not your time, not your energy. You not giving to people right now, and that's how you keeping it a buck. Maybe you've been giving too much of your money, time, energy, resources, and you ain't never left with nothing. Nobody ever trying to give you nothing. So you pulled your energy back. You pulled your energy back in terms of giving. You ain't giving to nobody, okay? And that's how you are keeping it a buck. Y'all could have just stopped giving altogether, and this is how you keeping it a buck. And this could be, again, with people who don't want to give to you, don't want to reciprocate your energy. So you just stop giving altogether. You ain't overworking yourself, okay? So if you feel like you need a rest, you need a timeout, you're doing that. Can't nobody tell you, you can't lay down and take a nap for 20, 30 minutes. This is even like a job, not telling you you can't take a break. Every job I know, at least if you work like 6 hours and up, you're supposed to be taking a break, at least a 15-minute break. So it's like you taking your breaks though, regardless with the workplace telling you taking your breaks now, or this is like you having a chaotic home life. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and you got hella kids and you trying to do the whole nine, and baby, you don't care. At some point, you don't care if them kids tearing the house up. You gonna get you a break, and you gonna sit down and get your mind right, or you gonna send them kids off, okay, to whoever your village or your support system is. You gonna send them kids off, because again, you can't take care of nobody else unless you can take care of yourself. But you are letting it be known when you need a break, and that's how you keeping it a buck, okay? Maybe you used to act like you got it all together, but you ain't doing that shit no more, okay? Cause we all strong until we really not. Till like your body really cave in and tell you like you need a break, you need to chill out, before you really like break down. Yeah, it's like y'all going to go find that me time, or y'all going to get that peace or take a break. Get your breaks in, get your rest, get your sleep, okay? You're not letting nobody let you miss out on sleep. That's what I'm getting. That's how you keeping it a buck. Like, there could be some people who just want you to be out here doing it all, carrying it all, and you like, nah, fuck that. Or if I am doing that, I'm still going to take my motherfucking break, because I'm human like everybody else. I need breaks too. I need a nap. I need rest too. But this could just be you yourself in general. You don't know how to sit down and take no breaks. So you could be keeping it a buck with yourself. Like, again, like, stop trying to play like you the hard one. You so strong and you don't get tired. You done lying to yourself like that. You keeping it a buck with yourself. Like, girl, if you don't go sit down somewhere, if you don't go get some rest somewhere, yeah, and like I said, this is heavy on you. Pulled your energy back. It's like I can't give to nobody until I could take care of myself and give to myself now, because motherfuckers done left you depleted. So you keeping it a buck, because like I said, you let people know that you can no longer give to them. Like, it's about you right now, your mental health. It's about making sure you recuperating, getting a peace of mind, getting your sanity, together before you go out worried about helping somebody else. And that's how you keeping it buck. So again, you could be telling people this, you're coming off like this. That be on you not being afraid to let people go. It's how you keeping it a buck. This is even like stop putting in time and energy and effort. Again, pull your energy back. You even letting off like, I'm not tripping off of you. I don't mind letting go of any and everybody if I have to, because I know I'm the prize at the end of the day. Not going hard for nobody. Okay? Some of y'all could be keeping it a buck in a way where you are letting it be known if you aren't seeing somebody's perspective, if you don't get them. Okay, you're not like fake agreeing or people pleasing. You're not fake kicking it even. Yeah, this is like you're not fake kicking it no more. Somebody, yeah, you moving solo or you heavily pulled your energy back, and this is how you keeping it a buck. But it's like you not out here, you letting people know what it is and what it ain't. You ain't people pleasing. So if you don't agree with somebody, you letting them know. Like maybe you are keeping it buck because you being confrontational. And again, sometimes confrontation is needed. You keep letting people slide and you don't say nothing. That's how shit keep happening. You keep having the same conflict arise. But it's like you confronting shit right away, especially when you don't agree. If something doesn't make sense to you, it doesn't make sense for whatever y'all could be building, whatever relationship you have with somebody, and you could be trying to build together or have a conversation, whatever the type of relationship is though. But you letting motherfuckers know, like, if you don't really agree with them, or you really not seeing the vision or something, you're not really making sense of something that they're saying. And this is how you keeping it a buck. Like somebody you used to could maybe sit back, keep it cool, be in your head about whatever somebody said or whatever their opinion they had about something or about you or about what y'all should do. But you being confrontational. You want smoke. And that's how you keeping it a buck. You letting people know you want smoke. But I'm being funny, but it's like you letting people know that when something don't sit right with you, point blank period. And it's like you doing that is making it's like you making other people see shit from a different perspective by doing that. Okay? Because again, maybe you was letting people slide. Now people realizing like around you, they can't just say whatever because you're going to have a comeback, or you're going to have something to say, or you're going to confront them, or you're going to let them know that they're wrong or something. And that's just going to make them rethink their whole way of approaching stuff next time or something. But this is how you're keeping it a buck. And some of y'all keeping it a buck because maybe you got people trying to tell you that you need to go do something or go get something done, telling you like trying to make it seem as though you aren't doing anything or you aren't making anything happen, that you're like laying on your ass. But I'm getting like you keeping it a buck with people by again, maybe confronting the person or whoever's saying this and letting them know like you work on divine's timing. No, you don't just sit there on your ass and not do nothing at all, but you also not out here about to try to force anything, that's especially if it's out of your control. Again, rejection and delays be protection a lot of times. So you know that, and maybe you letting somebody know that. Maybe you coming off like that. Like I said, it's either you're going to be coming off like this or you're telling somebody this, but this is how you keeping it a buck, because in reality, that's real life. Like once something is out of your control and you did all you could, there's nothing much you can do left. You just kind of got to go with the flow right at that point. You got to wait till divine time, until divine say it's time for you. You can tell when you're literally blocked, bro. Like you'll keep trying and the shit is just not working out. Like I'm talking, you didn't put your blood, sweat, and tears. You was persistent, and something still don't work out, baby. That's because it's not time for something right now. And I feel like you letting people know this shit, like, and that's how you keeping it a buck. Again, like I said, this ties into you not like frowning upon them and just staying quiet and letting them put you in your head. You letting motherfuckers know right up front. I work for the divine. I'm on divine's timing. I'm one of the divine's kids. And I know what rejection means. I know when I'm being redirected. I know why I'm being redirected or rejected. I know that there's a such thing as things being delivered in divine timing. So I'm going to surrender, okay, while you be trying to sit here and force situations in your life. While you sit there and try to think you God, trying to play God in your life, like you're the one who's like really in control of everything. While I'm gonna surrender, I'm gonna let you do that, okay? Yeah, people could be trying to tell you, like I said, what to do with your life, or how your life should be planned out. But you got a whole vision. You know where you kind of headed and where you want to go in life. You have a vision for yourself, okay? And it's like, that's how you keep in the buck, because I feel like you speaking up and saying this. You're not letting nobody try to tell you, try to tempt you out like having your own vision, okay? And this is how you keeping it a buck. You could be telling people like, I got my own vision. It's still my life, and I do it the way I want to. Be telling people that like they can give you advice and all, but you're not about to tell me, the vision I should have for my life. It's a no. Some of y'all keeping it a buck with a masculine in your life. Father figure. A father figure. Your son, your brother, okay, your dad, or somebody who has masculine energy. This could even be, I never underestimate it. So sometimes I do like to say that this could be a female with masculine energy, but yeah, heavy on this being someone who's masculine is who you could be keeping it a buck with. And I'm also getting you're keeping it a buck by, and that's what I'm saying, I feel like y'all keeping it a buck by being in a masculine energy and not like necessarily action, but it's like you just not giving a fuck. How, and this is more like jokes, because this is like an opinion based. How people feel like men don't really care, they don't give a fuck. That's what I feel like you're in. This is how you're keeping it a buck. Like you could used to care too much, you don't give to anymore. And I said something like this in a previous video, like you just don't care, bro. You don't care. Yeah, and I said that in the Capricorn read, and I have Capricorn here. Somebody, you could definitely be a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, a Sag, a Aries, a Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, a Libra. You could be born on the 1st, the 4th, the 12th. Could be born in December, January, April. Okay. Yeah, this masculine card is more like you keeping it a buck with a masculine. Some of y'all keeping it a buck by, in a way where you're handling your own business. You taking action, you handling business, like you're not needing no masculine, and that's how you keeping it a buck. Maybe you have a masculine in your life and they want you to need them. Like I said, you could be showing somebody you don't need them. You're not afraid to lose someone, especially if they're not, doing their part, or they're not for you. You're not afraid to lose them. And this is how you keeping it a buck. You could be showing this masculine that, yeah, I have a masculine in my life, but I don't really need you. I want you. I want a masculine. I want a man around, but I don't need you. I don't need a man. And you could be saying this, or again, it's in your action. This is how you're keeping it a buck. It's like you are letting people know you can handle shit on your own. You can get it done on your own. All you need is you and God. Okay? Some of y'all not pressed for no opportunities is what I just got. You just gonna pray on it, okay? That's what I'm saying. Some about you heavily in like being like a surrendering energy, realizing that you can only control what you can. You got to leave the rest out. Like you could be not tripping about an opportunity anymore like you used to, and I feel like you keeping it a buck with like whatever this opportunity is by not tripping about it, not geeking about it, not speaking about it, not even, this is like you not even keep asking your manager to do whatever you asked them to do, or to get the help that you were looking for, the promotion or the raise you were looking for. You just gonna pray on it, because you know that you're the opportunity, you're the prize in itself. And if somebody can't get with it, they lose in the end. They can't they don't see, you you worth, doing what they need to do, which is like reaching out to you, giving you the opportunity, valuing you, whatever the case is. In regards to work, I'm getting like, when it comes to work, it's like you keeping it a buck with the workplace, or with the boss, with the owner, with a company, because somebody could have want you to like be geeked up about them giving you opportunity, is what I'm getting at. It's like somebody giving you a job. It's like somebody saying that they're gonna hit you up for an interview, and you keep having to call because nobody called you to schedule an interview yet. And you were doing all that, maybe chasing, trying to figure out when you're going to have an interview or what steps do you need to take next. You done with that. You just surrendering, because, again, you're the opportunity, you're the prize. And if they fuck with you, they fuck with you. If they don't, that's their loss, okay? Something like that. And that's how you keeping it a buck. Like I said, this is all tying into, like, you pulling your energy back, realizing your worth, your value, and that is not based off of, like, nothing else but how you see yourself, how you are. It's not, your value isn't based off nothing else. Some of y'all are sticking to your vision. That's how you keeping it a buck, again, because people could have been trying to sway you out your vision to get you to do something else. You want to work for yourself, or you want to become a brand, have a brand or something, but other people are like, no, you need to go work that 9 to 5. Or you need to go get the latest job that's hiring. No, you're sticking to your fucking vision, because you know your vision is what's best for you. You know that your vision won't really be a lost opportunity, because it's your vision. It's your vision for a reason. And it's something about you keeping it a buck as well. It's like you are in masculine energy, taking action right now towards your goals, towards your vision. And this is how you're keeping it a buck, because you could have this is like keeping it a buck with yourself again. You could have been slacking, not really putting in work when it comes to your vision, but you're not doing it anymore. So you keeping it a buck with yourself. You're like, I gotta stop procrastinating and get on it. Start working towards whatever it is I want, that I see in my vision. And this is also like keeping it a buck in a way where, again, it's like you have nothing to give right now. You the only focus is like you focus on just kind of being by yourself and being solo and being isolated, even, because you know that you need to focus on yourself right now. And I feel like that's how you keeping it a buck. You have like excluded yourself from the outside world so you can work on this vision you had, and that's how you keeping it a buck. What I'm trying to get at, you would even be telling people like you don't have time to hang out. You don't want to be around. You don't want to be on the scene, because there's something you're working towards right now and you sticking to it. And that's how you keeping it a buck. Like, I don't care if somebody's begging you. You're not, like I said, something about people pleasing, right? I don't care if somebody's begging you. You're no longer a people pleaser, and you're not going to fall into temptation to whatever somebody's like begging or wanting from you, because you know that it's time to be working on goals right now, your vision. Something like that. Like, I'm getting people even want to beg you, or hoping and praying that you come around, or you hang out, or you indulge with them. It's like, no, I got a vision right now that I need to be working on. And this is how you keeping it a buck. Like, you saying this to people, or again, you just ain't showing up. People sending my invitations, you ain't showing up. You invited, it's like, well, thank you for the invitation, but you ain't showing up. Or you're literally in words saying, I gotta focus on my vision right now. I got things I gotta work towards. Or I need a break right now so I can recuperate, so I can get back to my goals and my vision, work on this vision I have. Okay, something like that. And this is how y'all are keeping it a buck. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I will see y'all in the next one.